I'm Cole Kirkpatrick with Gnarly Routes. I'm a co-owner of Gnarly Routes, and we offer premium motorcycle vacations that allow our guests a chance to fly into destinations that we offer and come and ride one of the KTM motorcycles that we have prepped for them. This week we're out riding outside of Post, Texas, and working much more on, this is a kind of a riding clinic, private group, and we're just working on fundamentals and some advanced techniques to help guys go from being B-level riders to understanding what A and AA riders look at, how they look at the trail, how they address obstacles, and different body positioning techniques that make it easier to ride faster and safer. Yesterday we started with bike setup because to me that's the foundation of the motorcycle. If you have your levers set up improperly, if you have your bars set up improperly, if the sag's not set correctly, you're going to be fighting a incorrect setup from the get-go. So that's the first thing we address, is making sure everybody's bikes are set up, and luckily the guys showed up and their setup was dialed. So from there we went into corner drills, just working on a corner track. It sounds kind of boring, but even for me as a experienced racer, it's something that I do on a regular basis, and it really is just working on proper braking and acceleration techniques in a rut track, which is extremely hard to ride because you're hitting such a small patch of dirt that if you get outside of it, it's really easy to have a tip over or just blow out of the berm and lose your momentum. So we started with that and then moved to a figure 8 drill, which is just building upon what we learned in the previous session. It's still corner drill, a little bit deeper of a rut, and did that both directions, and it's really good because you just get a lot of reps in a small amount of time. So I would encourage anybody that wants to improve as a racer or a rider to do something like that. It's relatively simple if you've got the land to do it on. You don't need much room, but it's one of those things that you can really see improvement if you practice it regularly. So I always try to encourage guys to practice with purpose. It's really fun to go trail ride with your buddies and do that, but spend some time sharpening your skills to make you a better rider. And this morning we're going to work more on standing technique and then go trail ride and practice riding some real tight dry slick trail. We'll address line selection in different areas, what a AA guy is looking at, how he looks at the trail compared to a C guy or a B guy, and kind of open up the guy's eyes to just see what to be looking for down the trail as they start going faster. One of my favorite parts about riding at the ranch here is that we have such a big variety of terrain. We've got trails and even dirt roads that beginner riders can ride safely, and then we've got extreme terrain that AA and pro riders will also be entertained on. There's a wide variety of drills and terrain that we can get people out on and push their comfort level a little bit, because that's how you improve and that's how you see what you're capable of. But we can also, start at the very basics of riding a motorcycle. But something to keep in mind is even someone like me, when I do corner drills, I'll fall over because I'm trying to push the pace, I'm trying to learn, I'm trying to advance my skill. The ranch is not forgiving at all. It's enduro terrain, it's rough, it's tight, it's what I grew up riding on. And so to me, if you can get comfortable where there's not much traction, it's loose, there's ruts, there's ditches to get through, if you can get comfortable in that terrain and reading it as it comes at you and have your bike set up well and working well in that terrain, it makes it, when you go on race day, it makes it seem a little bit easier.